here, and welcome back to oh, that's birthday Endwalker. Well, I'm still turning on this background noise. Let's check this because it's a little loud. Anyways, we are in Ultima Thule, and we are doing side quests. Last zone. Let's go. If Reah Tahra is short enough, I might try and get Abode of the Aya in the same video and just wipe out this whole zone. Might. We will see how it goes. But for now, this is Reah Tahra. So, let's begin. Not enough dilly-dally. Oh, that off-ionist I was trying for in the last video finally spawned. I probably should have recorded it because the SS rank spawned. Anyway, delayed me a little bit in starting this. I'm not targeting the Aetherite. Loud and proud. Oh look, it's a story one right off the bat. Heir of the Mechanical Menace descended. Also, still no voice. Or still no special voices. Still too many quests, even though there's less. Heir of the Mechanical Menace descended. The spring before thee was clear as purest glass. And behold the vile blight upon it. Should we do nothing, naught shall remain save poison and black ash. Alas, my roar no longer rings loud enough to cleanse these waters, and my kin here fare little better. Yet at times I hearken unto a faraway call, strong and resounding. Though I know not whence it cometh, wouldst thou seek its source, and that our wellspring might be saved. Aimless Protector. Come closer, little one. I must ask thee, did a pitiable dragonette meet its end at thy hand? Maybe? But I cannot find in my heart to thank thee, nor shall I admonish thee. The young one would have suffered every living moment, as do we all, though some torments are more easily borne. If thou wouldst prevent further needless suffering, pray seek my shelled kin at this shallow lake. He hath wallowed overlong in hatred beyond healing. Self-match first. Futures lost. Tiny traveler, thou hast traversed the great expanse to stand before me. I ask thee, on thy journey didst thou find strength? None here have been spared the torment of loss, yet even tragedy cometh not in equal measure. Nay, all of my kin, the brood-sires feel it. Nay, of all my kin, the brood-sires feel it most deeply. Eggs crushed before their eyes, hatchlings twisted beyond recognition. They cannot be blamed for turning to madness. One I would have you slay, for mine own power suffices not to end her suffering. She yet wandereth restless near the ash-choked lake, though naught but poison is be found there now. Oh, hey, another image one. Unless they're both just here, maybe? I thought there was one in the above. Anyway, left alive. I sense the power of one of my kin upon thee, that of a great worm long departed from our star, though his gaze falleth not upon thee now. Midgard's armor? Then that is the name by which thy kin, I need to know him. Long ago he left us, leaving our home with his children. From thy presence I surmise that his decision was the right one. Some yet wish they had chosen the same path, though such regrets avail them not. Nevertheless, tales of thy star may divert them from their anguish for a time. Seek those who would hear thee in Reah Tahra, and unto the vitrified isle, tiny mortal. Over here. Stars like gems. Traveler, thy coming hath stirred a longing in me. From where I lie, I behold naught but a desolate waste. Perhaps life doth persist beyond my ken, the smallest of creatures of a single budding blossom. It may remain ever beyond my reach, for these wounds of mine heal not with time. Yet I would know of them, I would know if any cause for hope lingereth still upon our star. We'll just swing back here. The great worm that did take leave of the star. Yes, I remember him well. Are there many such tiny creatures on the star whence he fled? There are many, and have formed their own nations. Then thy star too knoweth war. Differences lead only to conflict. No matter how far thou venturest, thou cannot flee from this truth. No more could I. This fate was inevitable. It must have been. The sound of fear. Hark! The grinding and shuddering of steel bodies. The metal, it cometh. Thou hearest not? Perhaps thy species hath not the sensitivity, yet the machines come nevertheless. Seek a vantage from which even thou mayest witness their dread approach, then hearken unto my words and flee. Morning, Mother. Oh, I guess there's just multiple. Okay. Or they're just all kind of, instead of being a chain, they're just separate. A parent's love. Thou canst leave this place. Find my child in my stead. I beg thee. She doubtless wants for her mother's warmth. My kin permit me not to quit this nest. They feign contrition, but if they truly pity me, they will allow me to seek my child. Thou must go and assure me of her safety. I like how they're just like, go. We're not going to tell you where, just go. Thou hailest from the star to which our brother fled, tell me then, doth thy home those resplendent vistas as ours once did? As wondrous islands that float amongst the clouds. Ah, though I shall never again soar through the clouds, perchance I may bask in the splendor of such isles when next I slumber. Oh, you had the quest. That once rang clear. Little wanderer, hast thou the courage to ken what awaits beyond this oasis? My kin, twisted body and soul, are turned to ash, all long since rotted underneath. Wilt thou venture amidst these horrors to see if our brother yet stands? Never had he moved from his place of mourning ere his consort was thus entombed. Would that I could bring him the souls of a gentle touch, but I dare not seek him now. Wouldst thou wish it? Thou shalt know him by the pallor of the forsaken. Okay, where are we going? Go down here, I guess. Kind of a fitting mount for here, I guess. I don't know which coast this is. My chocobo, apparently. No one but dragons here, forsooth! Oh, that's a fishing hole. As gross as it may seem, it is a fishing hole. No one but dragons here. Forsooth! Okay, my targets. Let us slowly poke this thing down. On the right job. I need more experience on. Dragon Star Rose Blossom? Rouge Blossom. Pale Blossom. There be one more here. Isn't there? This is a destination. I mean, it's in the circle, so I guess it could be. Thanks for surveying. As barren as part of the eye can see, no life is to be found here. I guess it was it. Okay. That off. So right up here, we're not going to find the A's because I'm recording this right after the last video, and pretty much right after the last video. This time it was just done. But here's a hunt spawn point up here. There is another one in this little crater over here. And then there's one more over by the vitrified fort. And there's also one behind the ring. Anyway. Let us head north to Reah Tahra. Oh, we had to go down there anyway. It was on the wrong map. It's fine. Okay, deceased dragon. Dost thou wonder who lieth beneath this veil of ash? 'Twas with this worm at my side that I looked to the skies and saw thy Midgard Stormer departing for the great expanse. The machines were already upon us. He called to us, those of us who still lived, and begged us to follow him, that we might find another star and start anew. Alas, most branded him a coward who lacked the fire to defend his home. When he left, was with but his own eggs. The mightiest of the machines gave chase as he fled, to many of my kin's jeering approval. The coward had proven useful, they said. However, some few did wish to follow him. Midgard Stormer was wiser and more formidable than most. This they believed. They knew he would forge a better fate than awaited us here. Would that they had not been halted by the ferocity of the machine's onslaught in the end. God, that is really loud because I have to turn the BGM up here. Nah, it's not available this time. Thou hast my gratitude for coming so far to meet mine old friend. Thy tale means more to us than thou shalt ever know. Return with me now to Reah Tahra, though thou art doubtless eager to away from this ill-favored place. Or eager to adjust my sound. Your flapping is really loud in my ears! Master volume, so just the background music. Is /BGM and /master volume are very useful commands to know. Oh, we have a little fight field. Like, as much as I like this song, I've spawned too many neuro riffs to not be sick of it. Alright. Like we are back to Reah Tahra. Let's just turn these ones in. Why not? Dost thou return with glad tidings? Yes. Flowers, a joyous sight. Are there more whence these came? Didst thou find a thriving forest or a resplendent field? Not but barren expanse, I'm afraid. 'Tis as I feared. To see it now, canst thou even imagine how our star once teemed with life? How it flourished beneath golden sun in a trio of moons, stars shining like gemstones in the night. My brethren and I love not more than to soar amidst the clouds of green, teaching our eager hatchlings the delights of the hunt. These flowers once grew upon the mountaintops there, high among the clouds. So small did they seem to us, their fruit better suited to feeding our star's tiniest creatures. We rarely paid a single blossom any mind. Yet together, vibrant with the turn of the seasons, they were breathtaking. Would that I could return to appreciate the sight as we should have then. I had nearly forgotten what this world once was, though it may never be so again. Thou hast my gratitude for returning to me these precious memories. Also realizing I've never really done much recording here while this particular song is playing, because you don't need to click very much. Also, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Still a little loud in my ears. Thou hast rendered solace unto us when we had naught but sorrow. I thank thee, Arya Ariana. That was it. Thy countenance speaketh volumes, I thank thee. The metal demon struck without warning, beautiful and pitiless as falling stars. We fought, yes, yet for all our savagery, we failed to protect the young. What few survived emerged from their eggs disfigured and screaming. Would that fate had taken a different course. We might have welcomed them to this world together and guided them unto a brilliant future. Midgard Stormer's children live on. So the young have found their place elsewhere. Our kind shall live on. I'm glad to hear not all was in vain. May thy path lead thee true, traveler. Alright, up north we go. How much stuff we get to dodge this time? It's on the other side of this, isn't it? Yes. No, I'm the dragon's here! We're still... I'm having too much fun with... No way. I'm having too much fun with that pursuit, okay? Bloodthirsty dragon. I would not fain waste my energies on thy lost cause, morsel. Be gone with thee, ere thou findest thyself betwixt my teeth. Then you admit your roar is pathetic. Dost thou wish to be devoured? With my peerless roar shall I demonstrate the futility of thy pursuit, and savor despair upon thy countenance when thou art forced to admit defeat. Get thee astride my back, I cannot abide watching thy stunted limbs struggle. I guess it's that one? It's like a fly. I mean, it makes sense it's a dragon, but still. I ripple slightly, but you're unable to detect any significant changes. Thou ken my wisdom? You may attempt another angle, should thou thirst for grit and despair. The spring appears slightly clearer for a moment, but you are unable to detect any significant changes. Admit thy defeat. This spring shall never regain its lost splendor. Though if thy tale be true, thou art not the only fool in need of this lesson. Let's speak with that old worm. Mayhap 'twas too much to ask that these waters would run clear once more. Thou shouldst know such dreams are folly. To live is one matter, but to hope is not so futile as thou wouldst believe. Hearken closely. I drank at the spring not moments ago. Though the difference would be slight, it tasted less brackish than before. Thine actions were not wasted. Thou sought to restore it to its crystalline state. Aspirations have failed, in sooth. However, I suppose 'tis proof enough that my roar still possesseth great power, despite the darkness that consumeth me. In that sense, perhaps thou art correct. Some good resulted from mine efforts, and thine, morsel. For any change, no matter how small, I am grateful. To recall the taste of pure water once more, and to know that we yet have the power to fight our decline. Yeah, this is why I turned down the BGM, or the faster volume, not just BGM. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Others shall doubtless be heartened. Keep thine ears open, for one day thou may hearken unto a chorus of dragon roars. Oh, just poof. Oh, back up we go. Destination here. I can't wait to do it. Let's go. No one but dragons here. Forsooth! So, if we go right over here's about. This is another hunt spawn point. And right up here is another hunt spawn point. Those are, so these two down, oh, I guess it's like down here-ish. Up there, that pit, and then this little island are the Island 1 spawn points for hunts. There's none by Base Omicron. Worth keeping in mind. They're either on Reah Tahra or Abode. Prison. I'm also gonna work out through my Alright, that's that one. The father of armored dragons. We got empty-eyed dragon. The dragonly stares unblinking across a desolate landscape. Eyes glassy enough that you cannot be certain she even remains among the living. Which one for that? The dragon, like so many others, is mired in his own grave. You may draw his attention if you pet him gently, as Cole Alla suggested. A pet. A gentle caress, like unto the warmth of more joyous times. Thou art not of my kind. What a hast thou come? So he has not yet forgotten me. I pity him. At times I wonder if my love doth pity me in turn, all of us unchanging, unable to be reborn. Yet if naught else remains of us, we have memory. Thus do I remain beside my beloved through 1,000 quiet moments. Forever. There's a better way to honor your love. We have a song. I know a dragon who once believed herself forsaken. Thou believest I need not languish in silence? Huh. Perhaps thou art correct. My beloved was generous, noble, and took much joy in our skies. None is more deserving of a proud melody. I have not the strength to weave it in this moment, but perhaps in time. I thank thee for guiding me alright. Alright, so we still have one quest left to finish. We have to go back anyway. I'm just flying. It's close enough. This cannot be. Thou must have given her a dreadful fright for her to free so, though she hath never been fond of stranger. 'Tis clearer than ever I must see her myself, when I could be free from the watchful eyes of my consort. Not moments ago did I feel his gaze upon me, once so loving yet now so bitterly cold. How he doth patronize me. Mine eyes bespeak curiosity. My consort was much the same in times past, ever desiring to know more. Pity he changed. Nevertheless, he would surely divulge much if thou wert to speak with him. Thou needst only seek the least pleasant countenance here. Just all the way over near the Baja Blast. That one being the Baja Blast. Verily, she was my beloved consort, but she is lost to me now. Thou set her progeny, didst thou not? And thou knowest all as well as I. The dragonling was stripped of all she was by the machines. I recall the battle, the burst of light and heat and light, her moldering form. I know not what occurred then, but when I returned to myself, she was there, neither dead nor truly alive, as if imprisoned in her final moments by some cruel deity, and so she hath remained ever since. When she found us, my consort broke somewhere deep inside within. She seeth not beyond her child, but I do not imagine to see of her true form. Now she hath gone. Thou knowest whence was inevitable. Oh, it's just back up there. Okay, I was turning these quests then. How fareth my kin? I see. Thou art wiser than thou knowest, for our brother was once renowned for his verse. It would be an honor and a joy to hear his voice raised in song again. Perhaps when next you return, thou shalt hear it as well. I'll give the dragons a pass on the terrible guild rewards, okay? Till it's done, I heard his dying cry. His bloodline was the strongest of the armored ones, possessed of carapace like unto stone. Yet even they were not impervious to the metal fiend's onslaught. It took but one to raise their nests. Even now its terrible form doth linger in my mind, the four jaws that ravened beneath the shroud of steel. And to the few who escaped the carnage, life has gifted naught but despair. They yearn for vengeance, though our enemy has long since quit this place. As thou hast witnessed, they now turn all too quickly to the indiscriminate violence. Alas, this only feedeth the fires of their guilt, never doth it quell them. Nay, I fear that only death hath that power. Alright, turn the sound of fear. The dragon is hearing things. Thou art returned, what didst thou ken? Forsooth! Not but dragons? Verily? Perhaps thou speakest in sooth. A mechanical cacophony plagueth me without cease, though I swear it's clearer now than it hath ever been. Should this be naught but mine own fears, return fiercer with each coming? I know not how to quit myself of that. Find strength in your comrades, and together overcome your fears. Thou art strong. Would that my kin had sought what thou hast found. Though there may yet be time, naught can alter history's course, but the future awaiteth still. I thank thee for thine insight, courageous man. My dear, I shall love until the end of time. The dragonling speaks no more. Her mother's consort should be informed of what has happened here. So strange, though no stranger than the rest, perhaps. Thou couldst not change their fates, yet in learning our tale, thou hast come to share my burden, and theirs as well. I thank thee. And that's Reah Tahra! Yeah, it took about as long as I expected. So, let's just get right over to the Abode of the Reah. Just get Ultima Thule done. Where? Oh, I know these guys have like this, you know, empty voice, but I'll just try not to do emotion. Excuse me! NPC next to me, eat like an Aya. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, traveler, as it is thanks to you that I now remember the wonderful and pleasant pangs of hunger. It is truly a blessing. And since you are here, allow me to ask you a question. Have you perhaps come across an Aya at the very edge of the land, gazing vacantly into the great beyond? I would like them to join me for dinner, if I may trouble you to ask. At least it works. I'm giving all the same voice. They all have the same voice. A life of regret. Still no response. I wonder if they have already scattered to the wind. That would be ever so unfortunate, you see. My, what a large cranial dome you have, and impeccable timing. My esteemed colleague often holds council at their home here, but they have not emerged in quite some time. Perhaps you could pay a visit and see what the trouble may be? Let's find out. We're attuning. Believe me, there's nothing left. Anguished groans of the Aya are resonating in your head. Tell the anxious Aya you're able to find remnants of their friends' thoughts. I see. If they mean to melodramatically evanesce into the abyss in the comfort of their own home, then I ought to respect their wishes. And yet, I feel the need to be selfish and keep them here to confabulate further on such views. Yes, I shall have to talk them out of it. For that, I shall need your help once more, large-headed but wholly capable stranger. Could you help fetch me a neurological sinew from another one? You should be able to find them wandering about the wellspring of regret. Oh, I know where those are. All too well. Does it just have like its part of its head like out when it stays still? Apparently. Come back to us. Goodbye, Shepha. Fleshy one, come hither. I have a task of some import I would entrust you. Worry not, it should be well within your capacities. You see, I wish to summon back one of my fellow Aya who lingers at the gates of the beyond. To what end they wait there, I do not know. What I do know is that if they do not return to us, their spirit will eventually unravel, leaving them nothing but a wandering entity like those on the outside. And so I would ask you to summon them back to our abode before they are consigned to such a fate. Can you do this for me? Can't you do this yourself? I have tried, but they do not respond. Perhaps my own calls are too weak or indistinguishable from the surrounding noises. Your voice, needless to say, would produce a much more distinct and unusual sound, and thus be more likely to pique their interest. Well, what do you say? Fine. I am much obliged. Simply make for the gate and call out to my friend. I suggest a variant on the traditional Aya beckoning. Allow me to demonstrate a hem. What are we looking at here? Two down there, two up there. Envious Aya. Bodily curiosity. Ah, look at those rosy cheeks and that sharp silhouette. While our own decision to discard our corporeal forms was of course an enlightened one at the time, I must confess there are some times when I fondly think back on the days when I too was a tangible being. Oh, what I would not give to don proper fleshy raiments once more before I pass into the void. To that end, I have been exploring the possibility of inhabiting another physical form, but I fear there is a rub. For you see, I cannot for the life of me recall what my true form once was. I blame it on an inexorable and excruciating flow of time. Alas, I doubt I could even manipulate a body now if I wanted to. Mayhap you might indulge me with a serviceable demonstration? Your elongated appendages greatly contrast with our own gaseous composition, but I wonder if your general sense of mobility was similar to that of our original physical presences. Well, let's see it then. Humor with me with a display of sheer joy. Joy! Intriguing. You discharge a great sound from your auditory appendage and make these rather suggestive gestures, quite different from how we express delight with subtle telepathy. Now, I would like to replicate the movements in preparation for the next time I meet an innocent, amicable traveler like yourself. Now, allow me to try. In the process, I may gain some insight as to whether our erstwhile bodies once moved in a similar manner. Wow! Seems I cannot fully mimic the vocalizations you produce, nor can I garner enough momentum against the air to move my body as quickly. Let me try a different approach. It feels as though I had a comparable frame, especially those tentacle-esque appendages dangling from your side. What do you call them again? Hands? Was it? Anyhow, I am curious as to the degree of velocity you can generate with said appendages. Should you be agreeable, I would like you to swing those hands with great speed and strike me with as much force as you can muster. Slap! My word, the impact of that strike was so considerable that I felt it in the very depths of my soul. I can only hope there were no feelings of genuine hatred or indignation behind it. But alas, it is no use. Even your most energetic motions seem insufficient to jog my memory. Perhaps our physical frames were not so analogous after all. If that is the case, I will make one more request of you. You have ventured to many different places and met many different life forms, have you not? Among the many creatures you have met, is there not one that possessed a similar form to that which you might surmise we once did? No poorly piscine race with tails and long whiskers. Private beasts who are viscous to the touch and squeak when they move. Fascinating, if a bit difficult to picture. Mayhap you could hold an image of them in your mind's eye for me? I shall read it and attempt a metamorphosis. Well, they are somewhat rotund with an ocular faculties of a comparable size. I perform a locomotive experiment with this body shape. Very well, then first a gesture of joy, the vivacious slap to the face. Oh dear. I see that the clammy appendages beside this creature's phonatory apparatus are distinct from the hands that you possess. And somehow I feel the urge to utilize them despite their absence. Given that my immediate synaptic responses were misaligned, it would seem that the erstwhile forms of Reah are, unfortunately, rather dissimilar from your piscine friends. I apologize for the needless detour. How bothersome it is to be unable to assimilate with the frame of another creature for lack of memory. It would seem that regaining our physical forms will be even more challenging a task than we originally suspected. While today's experiment has ended in failure, I appreciate the stimulation that you have provided me. Take this as compensation for your efforts. Yes, the mind is a fickle thing. I only hope that I will recall what I once looked like while I still possess my mental faculties. Alright, well that's that quest done. Just like that. Yearning the body. Beautiful. Greetings, unfamiliar life form. Being that you bear corporeal form, as surely as I, as you can see, do not, perhaps you might offer me a way out of my predicament. You see, I've been attempting to fashion a vessel that may house our weary souls. Sadly, with no model to work from, I am ashamed to admit my experiments have failed, or rather spectacularly, at that. You may have noticed the byproducts of my failed labors, as they now wander aimlessly and pathetically around these environs. I intend to clean up this mess myself, but the task may prove difficult for a formless being such as myself. Might you put the pitiful creatures out of their misery in my stead? Thank you, curious one. You might also retrieve from me their internal cores in the process. I dare say it would be of great benefit to me in future experiments. In any event, I eagerly await word of your inevitable success. Alright, so it's there, but let's go grab these other two. Grab Ruth. Final words, final thoughts. I have a question, one that can only be answered by a being of flesh and blood. Will you hear it? Thank you. Before I ask, however, I require that you learn more of my kind, lest your answer be senseless and vapid. You can come to know of us through our final words, though, alas, you cannot comprehend them in your corporeal form. Thus, I shall temporarily free you from your body, allowing you to perceive as we Ea do. Please indicate when you are ready to shuffle off their immortal coil. Fine. You have prepared, yes, very well. After you have been liberated, I ask that you read 3 epitaphs ere returning to me. Please brace yourself, as there is recorded evidence that this may feel weird. I progress, you must complete the objectives while transfigured. I'm an Ea! Alright. Epitaph. I grasp eternity, yet I hold only loss. If forever has an end, why has it not come? How insightful. With no future, we turn to the past. Knowing none have turned to our present, we are the dead end. Ah yes, I've hit upon a fine verse, haven't I? No, not the fat cat! We fought to go beyond our star. We fought to go beyond our dimension. We fought for nothing. Back we go. Look at this Ea jump. You have read them, this as well. However, you have yet to look upon our most important text. Please seek in the charming wooded area outside our home. Oh god, that's wait. Where am I going? Oh god, that's way out there. The price of eternity is joy. Its gift, unending sorrow. Can I, like, untransfigure? I can untransfigure! Cool. Let's do some of these other quests now we're out here. Got some minions. Oh wait, hold up. I guess that, oh well. I guess I probably should have healed. Oh well. That would have been, like, foresight or whatever they call it. Thinking ahead. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 of these, and my tackle is still not up, because I was like, hey, let's start dancing. Oh wait, I should probably change to my 90. Alright, so that's those. Bash. There's another quest out here. What the heck? Eep. My mini-map is like showing it, but my big map is not. It was weird. Yes, what do you want of me, stranger? Food? What is this food you speak? Oh-ho! Yes, I do believe I'm beginning to remember victuals. Sustenance. That said, your unusual appearance suggests to me that our concepts of what constitute a meal differ greatly. Pray tell, do you enjoy the act of eating? Not if it tastes bad. Intriguing. What precisely constitutes something tasting bad? I surmise this means that it evokes feelings of unpleasantness or discomfort within you. I too wish I could experience this concept of taste for myself. Sadly, in my current state, such things are not possible. But perhaps you might theoretically lend me your corporeal form for the experience? Promise I will give it back once my curiosity is sated. No! Well, you cannot blame me for asking, but it is no matter. I shall take it by force. Under attack! Rude! So rude, man. I'll just beat you up for this. Trying to take my body from me. My body. Rather attached to it, thank you. Alright, so... Wait, no, this is literally all the quests, isn't it? Oh, I know what I wasn't seeing. It was under the fate there. That's why I wasn't showing it. I guess not all the quests. I still remember me to pick up, but that's fine. Cool. Is that beckoning I hear? The timbre of your cooing sounds rather dull. Anyhow, if it is I you seek, then you will find me to the north of where you stand. Okay, to the north. Hello. Are you the one who summoned me? No wonder your voice sounded so strange. That fleshy body of yours. I've not seen your kind before. And you have come here from afar? I see. Then you must feel very privileged to have stumbled upon us. This gate here serves as the ingress to our bastion of enlightenment. All who come from afar to seek knowledge must pass through. I had stood here for so long expecting a visitor. Perhaps it is you for whom I waited. I could see myself ready to greet someone from another world. But why do you come to us now, in this moment? And why from the village, not toward? Oh, did they now? That is an unexpected development. In any event, I was waiting for someone, and that someone has come. There's no need to wait further. Let Jajagd be assured that I shall return anon. Okay. Bop boop. Remember me. Oh. Oh, hello. Forgive me. I am distracted. One would think we would have evolved beyond fear, knowing what we do. I must confess that I am rather frightened at the prospect of losing who I am. Not in the physical sense, of course, as we, Ea, have transcended our corporeal forms. We do, however, feel the gradual corrosion of our mind, our memories, that which makes us, so to speak. There are ways, however, to slow this inevitable process. One such method is to come in contact with another and confirm with each other our defining qualities. Therein lies my dilemma, for you see, a friend most dear to me is missing. I fear their absence will only quicken their own passing into nothingness. It would mean much to me if you could help me find them. Should they be so far gone as to meet you with hostility, simply subdue them and return them to me. Here, you can use this to bind their essence to a retrievable form. There may yet be hope. They enjoy taking contemplative strolls at a once scenic spot on the opposite edge of this landmass. Even if their memories fade, it is likely they might drift in that direction. Down there. Well, let's start turning in. So you have read all that was left behind. Those inscriptions were written by the first of our kind, the first to know the pinnacle of enlightenment, and the first to know the depths of despair. They have prepared you to answer my question. As someone bound to a corporeal form, do you think there is hope to be found in life? The only way to know is to keep living. Fascinating. Though your flesh is spongy and weak, it gives you the strength to live in pursuit of hope. That was most edifying. Creatures of flesh enjoy shiny tokens, do they not? Please, have some as thanks. Quit! Alright, 3 turn in, 2 to do. And then one more at Base Omicron. I am pleased to inform you that our friend has returned, and our debates are more amusing for it. Seems I was wise to enlist the help of an outsider. As you may be aware, the settlement was originally conceived as a place where we might explore, and one day solve the mysteries of our universe. Many Ea made the pilgrimage here to contribute to this great cause. Oh, how little we knew. As such, it is not uncommon for someone to wait at the gates for a guest. Tradition, really. However, my friend, for whatever their reasons, waited overly long. So long that their spirit remembers the act itself, but they have no memory of who they wish to meet. Now that you have come for them, they feel that they have fulfilled what they set out to do, and have been set free from the lingering thoughts that bound them. At any rate, I am grateful to you for returning my friend to our ranks. Here, I will offer this as a token of thanks. Complete! Furthermore, I am relieved that you were able to make the beckoning call in the right tone. If you had queued instead of could, it would have been equivalent to telling them that their mind was as empty as a hollow crater. I doubt they would have been amused. I'm glad I cooed correctly instead of queued. You have returned, and yet you wear a troubled expression. Did something amiss happen out there on your travels? Oh dear, to think their mind has already deteriorated to such an extent. I knew their mental decline had progressed, and I had been worried they would eventually go mad and drift away. I had hoped the memories of a good meal could bring them back to us. To attempt to rob someone of their physical form like that, it would seem they were already well beyond my reach. I am quite sorry for having forced you into such an uncomfortable position, as well as the unceremonious way in which you were treated by one of our own. Here, pray accept this as a token of my most sincere apologies. Alright. And this last one. Well, do the unwitting products of my labors suffer no more? And have you brought back their cores to me? If so, do return them to me. Yes, these are, without a doubt, the cores that form the doleful hearts of mankind. While I am disheartened to see my efforts end in this way, I can only learn what I can from my failure, that my experimentations might give rise to a satisfactory vessel. In any event, it has been quite some time since we have encountered any entities with even a modicum of intelligence as you seem to possess. I dare say our conversations have provided us with a sliver of stimulation that has eluded us for ages. I am grateful for your assistance in more ways than one. I do hope the day will come when we can meet each other, how might you say it? In the flesh. Body beautiful. Alright, we can capture the expansive one. Sorry, hold it before we do that. Next step. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Smaller mango! Is that what Mango's eyes actually look like? I never looked at its face. I always run away as soon as it's pulled. This is just a smaller version of it, so in theory... Oh, right. Rope. M. Let's go kill another one. There's another one. Let's change to... That's what one does, right? Oh, my cooldowns is on. Oh well. It's fine. Hey, while we're over here, this is Level Cheetah. This is one of the ranks of Ultima Thule. The other one is Osprey. Spawned in this lower section. Level Cheater can spawn up here too. It spawns in this, like, that spot, that north spot, that middle spot, the east and the south spot are the spots for Osprey. Level Cheater can spawn, actually just went right by one. In that spot on the west here, this, like, hill, right here is a spot, and then there's another one, like, down on the southeast here. Osprey being a dragon, that's why it spawns in the dragon area. But they don't have any spawns in the Omicron area, so level cheater spawns here. Maybe with a dragon here, it's just occasionally a level cheater. But it is no use. The walls of their humble abode are far too thick for my telepathy to penetrate. Did you bring me the sinew? I'm on the wrong job. Now I have brought you the sinew. Oops. Perfect. This zigzagging fibrous cord is exactly what I need to amplify my telepathy. These do extinguish quickly, but it should be enough for me to rile my friend with some provocative persiflage. A moment, please. My mind's still smart. Your worn out jape was bad enough, but did you have to shock me as well? I'd entirely forgotten that, despite coming from a dumb beast, the neurological sinew from the other one would still transmit its last jolting thought. The killing blow, you dealt it. Yes, well, it was enough to traumatize me back onto this plane, that much is certain. I think I shall take a stroll around the plaza to rid myself of that unpleasant sensation. Good day. My friend always was a bit melodramatic in their conduct, but I do believe I will have to keep a closer eye on them from now on. Aside from their close call with dispersion, they are showing other signs that they are losing their faculties. I was reading it right. Just doubted myself. We have a friendship that spans millennia. They can stand to wait a bit longer until the void takes us all. It would be dreadfully boring without their curt, fatalistic commentary. That being said, I shall make for the plaza as well. If they somehow manage to careen towards that illustration tank, I shall be very irritated. Oh, and I do very much appreciate your assistance. I do not have much to offer, but I hope this shall suffice. Thank you for saving my friend's life. Let's definitely go ahead and see things. Alright, one more quest to turn in. I have searched throughout the abode, but my companion is nowhere to be found. I wonder if it is too late. The poor thing, to think they were so far gone. Still, I am glad you were able to find them. This will now allow me to absorb what remains of their mind into my own. There is no cause for alarm. The procedure should have negligible effect on my faculties. A friend can no longer recognize me. I have no choice but to become host for the memories they themselves can no longer recall. These visions, yes, these are my friends' memories. They have grown faint with the loss of their owner's identity, but they have not yet dissipated completely. And what is this? Yes, they still have memories of me. Dim as they are, they now serve to remind me of who I, myself, once was. And yet, as the memories come together, the identity as buff wool begins to flicker and waver. Yes, I must speak the final words that will become my epitaph while I am able. Fortunately, there is someone here who will remember them for me. In my final moments, I must define myself. I would call myself a realist. Others would call me a coward. Which am I to believe as I become one with the void? And in the end, does it even matter? Does it matter? Yes, that should do. But that said, I feel most peculiar. I am not of one mind now, but two. In truth, I am not even sure that those words I recited were my own. All I know is that these words reflect me that exists now, for I, standing before you, did recite them. And even if one day my identity should dissipate, these words will remain with you as a vestige of what I once was. That is of some comfort to me, for no one should be forgotten, even if they forget themselves. I hope your own memories will live on long within you, and within those who have shared this existence with you. Hello, mouse. Trying to go into my screen like that. Nice view. Well, that is Abode of the Ea, and there's one quest left. No point in splitting it off. We're already this far. Poitinoikos was our longest one, so just go. Work slows. This unit has received orders from Stigma 1 to patrol Base Omicron. Review of these orders indicate they supersede any other incoming directives. No exit condition has been specified. However, scan of areas surrounding current coordinates show no enemy factions are present. This unit thus questions the value of endlessly looping its patrol protocol. Analyzing potential outcomes of repetitive movement. Cross-reference of Omicron schematics suggests current behavioral patterns has an 86% chance of negatively impacting future mobility. Unit requests suggestions for supplemental motions that do not conflict with current orders. I suppose you could dance? Reviewing motion database. No results found. Initial analysis suggests random movements may facilitate a diagnostic check of the unit's joint modules and posture calibration systems. Attempting insufficient reference data. This unit requires a visual of dancing to analyze and simulate accordingly. Dance! I feel like I've done this for another quest. Movement patterns identified. Review of this unit's memory confirms that no data previously existed for the displayed motions. Simulation difficulty undetermined. However, analysis suggests that proposed movements serve no practical purpose and do not conflict with current orders. Proposal meets parameters of initial request. Preparing to gyrate joint modules. Prior to execution, this unit requests confirmation that gyration can be activated alongside other units. Processing response. Tentative approval detective. Issuing rendezvous order to subordinate Omicron guards through current coordinates. This unit requests you stand by outside the base. Alright. Head over near the fish detention. Transmission of visual data is complete, though potential to accurately reconstruct the proposed motions may be limited by range of movement. So request you observe and evaluate replication of motion data. Reviewing performance. Analysis suggests the difficulty of dancing greatly exceeded expected values. Further analysis indicates potential application of said motions as combat maneuvers. No exit condition has been specified. This unit requests orders to free itself from gyration loop. Termination order confirmed. This unit thanks you for your swift action and further requests performance appraisal. I like how you spun around. Recording feedback. Reconfiguring emotional state to grateful. This unit appreciates your invaluable input and will incorporate received feedback into future programs, returning to Base Omicron. Returning to Base Omicron. Accuracy of simulation estimated at 42.3%. Further review of motion data required. Diagnostics check of joint modules and posture calibration systems indicate favorable outcomes. This unit detects value in augmenting current orders with new challenges. Future protocols will incorporate gyration loops with appropriate exit conditions. Reinitiating gratitude protocol. This unit thanks you for providing useful data. You are requested to observe the Omicron's improved dancing at an unspecified future time. Await further instructions. Sure, I'll take one I already have. Why not? Off it goes. And are we done? We're done! There's no side quest left! Woo! We did it, y'all! Endwalker side quests are complete. We just got the role quest left to do. So, I only have 2 90s. Technically, everything but healer can start them, because they start at 85, right? But I would rather be 90, so I can just go right through the whole thing. Let's do that with Razakon. Let's run the master volume again. So, yeah, like I was saying, I only have 2 90s right now, so I can only do those at this current time. I'm gonna work as much as I can to get the others done. But next time, we will be doing the melee, table role, melee DPS role quest. The other one we can do is the tank one, of course. We will be doing melee DPS next time. And then I'll work on getting, you know, these 3 tabs up. Like I said, I can start dancer or like physical range and mage. There's mage, but I cannot start healer yet because healer is only 84. But we will do the melee DPS next time. So, thank you for watching. We got the side quest done. Yay! I mean, I could have slipped Reah and Abode, but screw it. It's just an ultimate little video. Thank you for watching! I feel so much more happy! Now that we have those done, I feel less happy knowing I need to power through, like, 16 levels before I finish up the tank ones, so I can just go on to the next ones. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. Find the links for that in the description below, along with the links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is Reah signing out. Bye!